So far, there is more on the way, which will keep us under our winter storm warning until 1 a.m. Sunday. Winter weather advisory that will actually wrap up at 7 o'clock this evening, only because we're expecting that snow will taper off a little bit earlier in those locations. But we're still on top of the changes out there for you. We'll bring you another update in just a few minutes. Tom and Alex.
Joanne, thanks so much. We're starting to see snowfall right here in Metro Atlanta.
Gosh, it's about time. I know we've been waiting for this. Deidre Dukes is at Piedmont Park. Deidre, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Good morning, Alex and Tom. Well, I tell you what, we still have people out and about, even though, as Joanne said, we have seen temperatures drop out here.
That was fun, right? I love it. Absolutely don't regret it. I'm originally from Omaha, Nebraska, so my Midwestern friends are making fun of me right now because they're like, why are you covering this? And I was like, listen, in Georgia, this is a very big deal, so we're taking advantage of it.
Yeah, tell your fellow Cornhuskers that we don't get a lot of snow here, so when we do, we jump in.
Georgia, I've got family in Chicago. I totally understand being made fun of for this.
Yeah, well, I'm from South Florida, so I don't understand any of it.
And it's okay.
Georgia, thanks so much.
Well, we need to get you out here so you can make some arrangements too.
Yeah, it looks like fun. Maybe we'll come out. Thanks, Georgia.
With some wind chill values that could be 10 or 15 below zero. That's why we've got this extreme cold warning in effect. A couple things to keep in mind: the duration of the cold. And I know Alex Forbes has mentioned a few times that really makes it more susceptible for pipes to burst. If you haven't taken precautions yet, go ahead and do it. That's not something you want to have to contend with. Leave faucets dripping if you have to, because our best chance of seeing above freezing temperatures area-wide is not until Monday afternoon. Let's go through this right here. The combination of temperature and wind chill. It'll drop into the teens tonight in the Atlanta area, but we wake up around sunrise to numbers near zero, some sub-zero numbers, even farther south. Eatonton could have a 6-degree wind chill first thing in the morning. So naturally, the question is, when do we really thaw out? Well, we do get an opportunity next week. Tomorrow, not so much, but we will have sunshine out tomorrow, and that's going to start to melt through things, knowing that these snow showers are going to taper off from west to east by late afternoon and early this evening. So even overnight tonight, the clouds are going to start to clear, which will leave us not only sunny for the second half of the weekend, but also Monday on Groundhog Day. Now notice, we're still below freezing to start that day, but we'll bounce back up to 48 in the afternoon. We've really lost sight of what is normal for temperatures this time of year. That would be mid-50s. We actually have that in our extended forecast. We'll get there for Tuesday and Wednesday, so that should mean we're warm enough for only rain with that next system for the middle of next week. Alex.
All right, Joanne, thanks so much. Before we leave you here on this extended version of Good Day Atlanta on a Saturday morning, I want to take you live outside for another look at conditions as we track this wintry storm that is passing through our area yet again this weekend as we take a live look at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. So far, no reports of any significant delays out there, but as the snow kind of rolls in, we might start hearing just that. We're continuing to monitor the situation there.
We're going to keep our fingers crossed. Take a look at the roadways now. You can see that there is still some snow accumulation there. We're keeping you posted on it all. Hopefully you'll stick around though, because we've got much more to discuss. I know that we're on the air right now, but if you go ahead and download Fox Local to your smartphone or your smart TV, you'll see that we will be streaming all your latest weather conditions 24/7 throughout the remainder of the afternoon. We're not just leaving you with basketball. We've got your weather covered as well.
Bounce between basketball and Fox Local, where we're going to be providing continuous coverage of the wintry conditions out there. Not over yet, according to meteorologist Alex Forbes and Joanne Feldman. You may have seen kind of pops of sunshine in the Metro Atlanta area. It is blustery.
Only below freezing, but below 30 degrees, 25 in Atlanta. Go over to Carrollton, 20 degrees, 20 in Dalton, 18 in Canton, a really frigid 14 degrees up there in Blairsville. We've had a lot of bountiful snowfall up there in Townsend, Union County. Come out to Athens, plenty of snowfall there at 25 degrees. Eaton coming in at 28 degrees, 27 in Covington. So let's use our Fox 5 Live Radar now to get a really good handle on where we're seeing the most most active moisture. Once again, it's whiteout conditions as you look out to the west. That wind chill quite stifling, dealing with the wind chill in the single digits from Atlanta to the north, with Blairsville coming in at 3 and Dalton coming in at 1. Those winds will continue to be problematic as we go throughout the day. We're looking for the shades of blue here to indicate exactly where we're seeing present snowfall. That snowfall really continuing to drift across the eastern tier between 20 and 85. But then for those of you who are to the south and to the west of the metro area, you've gotten in on a few flurries. But as of late, you can see here as you get down into Morgan County, crossing over I-20 there, going down now into Putnam County, crossing over the Jasper-Putnam line, you're getting a pretty solid swath of snow along US 129 there. So you're going to expect some snow there, some more accumulation for those of you in Inkton, and that eventually will cross over into Lake Oconee there. For those of you who recently just got sprayed, we got a pretty good swath of energy that rolled through Newton County on either side of the Newton-Walton County line, from Monroe going all the way up to 78 there, all the way down to Covington along I-20, and now that path of snow is now taking you southward into, once again, an extreme southern portion or extreme north and the eastern portion of Jasper County, but mostly Putnam County getting in on the action there. A little bit of a lull in the activity for Athens. However, we're continuing to see snow fester across 20, making its way down to I-85. This is for South Fulton, even southern parts of Douglas County getting a pretty good swath there near Chattahoochee Hills, coming down here a little bit to the south of the airport at this point. For those of you in Fairburn, you should expect a pretty good dose of shower activity in the way of snow showers. All snow today. And then once you get down to US 29 there, just to the north of Noonan in Coweta County, you're getting sprayed. This will eventually flow into Fayette County for those of you there in Tyrone, all the way down to Peachtree City. And then up next will likely be Fayetteville. Likely a couple squalls inching closer to the airport. We'll have to check that camera momentarily to see if we're getting any ground signatures there. We're going to continue to see this activity fester across the area as we go throughout the afternoon and into the early evening for some, especially out east. So if you have not gotten snow yet, and I know there's a section of DeKalb County that is waiting on some accumulation to actually occur there are some bands out to the west that could possibly slide over your neighborhoods before this is all said and done. We'll track that as we get deeper into the hour. Alex, Tom.
Okay, Jonathan, we will check back with you very soon. We appreciate you watching our entire area for us. We do want to focus on some live images now and get a sense of what things are really doing in real time. So let's turn things over to Newton County.
And that is where we find Christopher King. We've had a changing of the guard. Christopher, with our reporters, you are providing perspective from there. It doesn't look too bad where you're standing.
Well, Tom and Alex, I really want your assignment today. So far, it's just really cold out here, and so far so good. Take a look over here. This is 278 near Emory Street in Covington. Roads were clear on the way over here. We saw some steady but only light flurries so far. I was back in Atlanta. Traffic
where there's actually snow falling. Lake Oconee, you have a road temperature of 39 degrees. So as you get along I-20, get inside the perimeter, that's where you have those road and surface temperatures that are warmer than the actual air temperature. So snow is falling, but even if you have flakes falling, like I've seen all morning long in Brookhaven, you won't have accumulation. If you're where it's shaded in the blue and you get more snowfall going up north across the higher elevations down through this little swath here into Gwinnett County, Hall County, whatever falls from the sky will likely land and continue to accumulate as we go through the remainder of the afternoon.
So Jonathan, perhaps you touched on it and I didn't catch it, but when is all of this supposed to lift out of here and go away and the sunshine to return?
We're kind of in the wind down period now. I don't see so much upstream that I'm concerned about. There is still a window of opportunity for some flurries to fly. We're dealing with a massive area of low pressure that's feeding off moisture in the Atlantic. So basically it's pinwheeling moisture is having to send it inland. And as it gets into our neck of the woods, it's found that the air temperature is below freezing. And so what is falling from every layer of the atmosphere is something that's frozen, a frozen parcel, if you will, and it comes to the ground as snowfall. The issue is that we could continue to have random bouts of flurries and maybe even some steady snow showers over the next 2 to 3 hours. But as we get closer to the the prime heating of the day. Not that today is going to be warm or hot by any measure at all. In fact, we'll likely be below freezing all day long. That surface temperature has just warmed up a bit too much to sustain accumulation. Once again, you have road temperatures here in Atlanta going out to DeKalb County that are at 41 and 40 degrees respectively.
Wow. Okay, Jonathan, we appreciate that. We do want to change perspective here and take a look at what's going on in Gwinnett County, which has been one of the hardest hit areas. Every time we check in, it's like a big blanket of snow.
Yeah, we just saw Rob DiRienzo open in Gwinnett off 316 where it was like whiteout conditions. Let's take you to Annie Mapp, who joins us now with a look at conditions there. It looks like you're standing in kind of the same situation that Rob was, Annie.
Yeah, we're not too far from where Rob is. I'm a little confused. I'm trying to figure out, am I in Georgia? Am I somewhere up north? Am I in New York? This is just so strange to see. But we have seen a lot of those same conditions.
575 there. Okay, so let's kind of make this distinction. Cherokee County, mainly east of 575, going up to 400. So that puts Alpharetta, Milton in conversation, along with Forsyth County, Withrow coming in the mix. Getting down into Peachtree Corners, Norcross, and Duluth. That's for southern and central Gwinnett County. And even those of you who are just to the north of Spaghetti Junction here in DeKalb County, I'm not sure if Decatur is going to actually get something. So Redan, Lithonia, getting down into the Tri-Cities, I'm not sure if that's possible. But as we move further to the east here along the I-85 corridor, as you get out to Barrow County, going up into Walton County, I think the opportunity once again, you're going to get another healthy swath, and that comes through around 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Clark or Coney County is due for more of that action as well. Still not done by the 3 o'clock hour. Stick with us, and I'm going to walk you through the part of the forecast that takes you into the late afternoon and early evening.
All right, Jonathan, we'll check back in with you. Thanks. Let's get up to Blairsville, one of the areas that Jonathan said is still enduring a lot of this snow that's moving through the area.
Let's check in now with Denise Dillon, who is all bundled up. Good to see you, Denise.
I need to be bundled up. 7 layers at this point, and there may be more before the end of the day. Here in Union County, they are telling people to stay home. Grab a book, sit on the couch, have some coffee, have some hot chocolate, but just stay home. And here's why. If you take a look, there is a good amount of snow on the ground that has fallen. And if you look at the roads over here, same amount of snow. We do see a couple of pickups going by. Oh, and